something special. We will be talking about my favorite topic of all time, which is perfumes. I got into perfumes around 2 years ago, and I feel once I got into this rabbit hole, I'm stuck forever. I hope some of you can relate. If not, maybe you will still enjoy this video. I chose 6 scents from my collection, but the reason I chose those specific ones, it's not because all of them are my favorites. I like them a lot, but some of them I like much less. However, I see the tingly potential in the bottles, so that's what I'm gonna be focusing on. Also, I'm experimenting with audio editing in this video, so I will include 8D inspired sounds. So please let me know in the comments, how did you like it? How did you like the sounds of the bottles? And did you even notice 8D inspired audio? Yeah, that's a good question. I am excited though, so I think we are ready to move on to the main part of the video. Enjoy. This bottle of perfume is from the brand that probably for many of you is very well known, and it's called Diptyque. And the perfume is Philosopher's. I think their bottles are very beautiful. They are simple but very classy. And my favorite thing about them is the artwork. This is what makes them very unique and helps them stand out. And I love this hidden drawing at the back side of the bottle. I think it's a very cool feature, and this specific drawing reminds me of vintage tarot cards. In my opinion, it is a very similar style, and I really dig it. But the real star of the show is the juice inside of the bottle. So let's talk about the notes. Fig leaves, fig 3 sap, fig 3 wood, and black pepper. As you can tell from the notes, this scent is very green. And in Greek, the word philosophos means a friend of the fig tree. And that was the main inspiration for the whole profile scent of the perfume. Let's hear what the Diptyque has to say about This is a discotheque, 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 and the perfume is called Eye Contact. Discotheque is a luxury fragrance brand creating between London and Los Angeles. The main inspiration for the scents are the nightclubs from different parts of the world and in different times. For example, Eye Contact is inspired by 1985 London. Can we talk a little bit about the bottle? I think it's so cool. It's quite easy to guess what is my favorite thing about this bottle. Obviously, it is the disco ball detail in the cup, and it's also magnetic, which I absolutely love. But you must be wondering about the notes. Don't worry, I will tell you all about it in a second. Pink pepper, saffron, leather, and cashmere, black pepper, and wood, black amber, and musk. And here is the short description of the scent that I found in the book of the Discovery Set. Eye Contact, leather, engine, and glistening skin, crimson nights, and black box peepholes. A bath of glowing amber, a key on a chain, a figment of the subconscious in a saffron haze, silhouette reflections in infinite mirrors, and eyes that can't look away. So there you have it. Eye Contact by Discotheque. I think this perfume is super sexy and definitely more suitable for the night out. Also, I would like to show you the Discovery Set because I think it's pretty unique. Inside, you can find 8 samples. Eye Contact is one of them. So now I will read you the names of the rest. Lola at Code Check. Lola at Code Check. Call for a good time. Call for a good time. All night until first light. All night until first light. Hiddens, cowboys, and Santa Anawins. Hiddens, cowboys, and the Santa Ana winds. There's one on the dance floor. There's one on the dance floor. Sweat, tears, paradise. Sweat, tears, paradise. simple elegance. I really love this ribbed glass. It is such a vibe. And you know what else is a vibe? That gold plate with the name of the perfume with a high gloss. But it fits the aesthetic very well. Now, let's talk about some notes. Lemon, cypress oil, oak wood, and driftwood accord, citrus, absolute, and salty, amber. Costa Azzurra captures the uninhibited sensuality of a Mediterranean escape. The exhilarating aroma of sea air, fresh aromatic notes, evergreens, and citrus set the scene and mingle with deeper woody scents. A crisp medley to cypress, oaks, and aromatics. Even though I don't subscribe to the idea of gendering perfumes, in my opinion, a scent is a scent, and if someone likes it, they should just wear it. However, this specific one, Costa Azzurra, is very masculine leaning. So, if you like that kind of profile scent, you might really like it, no matter how you identify as. Alchemia, electric fur, This is one of the very first bottles of perfume that I've got for myself, and this company was the reason why I got into perfumes in the first place. They have a very interesting perfume assortment, especially the collection of odd and avant-garde perfumes. And let me tell you something, it is an adventure. let's move on to the description. The essence of impure fox. A shockingly sensual scent of aroused skin and soft, musky fur. Wow, what a description. But that's not over, because they also provide with a piece of a poem. I like my body when it is with your body, which I will again and again and again kiss. I like kissing this and that of you. I like slowly stroking the shocking fuzz of your electric fur. And that was written by E.E. Cummings. But probably you've noticed that I haven't told you about the notes yet. That is because there's not much to say. I found only 3 notes listed: musk, skin, and fur. You have to admit it's pretty unusual. Just like the scent itself. It is a perfume oil, and it is just as described: sensual and very soft and intimate. It is a little bit sweet and powdery, but in a very nice way, not overpowering at all. It reminds me of a first kiss on a first date, and that's all I will say about that. It is pretty hot. Sweet like candy. I think it's one of the most interesting bottles from Ariana. I appreciate the geometric details, and I think the color is very cute, very nice shade of pink. The bonbon is a very nice touch. It is very soft, but also a little bit, well, unnecessary. I think it's kidding in a way, and it makes it a little bit uncomfortable to spray the perfume, but it's not a big deal. You can take it off very easily. notes are sparkling blackberry, Italian bergamot, pear, jasmine sambac, frangipani, dewy honeysuckle, creme de cassis, marshmallow, cashmere woods, sexy vanilla, sweet like candy, is playful at heart, wrapped in decadent desire, inspired by Ariana's seductively sweet, fun and sexy personality. Unlock your most delightful dream, flirt with the delicious possibilities, and find yourself tickled pink with temptation. A luscious burst of sugar frosted blackberry and juicy Italian bergamot sparkle with delicious addictions, while velvety layers of creme de cassis, fluffy marshmallows, and sexy vanilla blend together to leave a sexy trail. So that was a very colorful description from the website, and I don't think I can say anything more about it because it says it all. So let's move on to the next perfume. Still using the same formula for some of the original products, which is pretty amazing and a huge part in the history of the perfume industry. The number 4711 refers to the house number in Cologne, Germany, where the perfume factory notes of aqua colonia, pink pepper, and grapefruit. That is it, my dears. Only 2 notes, pink pepper and grapefruit. Nothing complicated. It's very fresh and citrusy, perfect for the summer. Or if you wanna wash your floor with it. And let's take a look on the description. Experience the scent and euphoria. 4711 Aqua Colonia, pink pepper and grapefruit. A mood enhancing composition that takes you into the scent of a South American tropical forest. In the humid hot air, the pink pepper that grows on tall trees unfolds its peculiar spicy aroma. The fruity, tangy grapefruit provides a lively contrast, combining with the fruity spice of the pink pepper to create an exciting eau de cologne. It is a very pleasant scent. However, I'm not really gravitating towards wearing it. But I'm happy to have it in my collection. And I really, really like the bottle. It looks very classic. And probably you can tell by now that I'm a sucker for aesthetics. So, yeah, I would not get rid of it. And that was it, you guys. I really hope you got some nice relaxation out of this video. And if you did, I would really appreciate a like. Or if you would subscribe, maybe. If not, it's totally okay, no worries. Who knows, maybe next time. And for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!